Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a unique show for you today, and we're going to answer the question, were we lied to? Yep, the NCAA with their new rules, getting rid of the timeout on first downs, was to speed up the game. Is that the real reason?
You sit on a throne of lies.
We're going to get into that because a lot of the coaches don't think so. I certainly don't think so, and I've got my own proof on top of the proof that I'm going to provide here in just a minute. Now, Chip Kelly's not happy with the new college rules. He said, I hope you guys are selling a lot more commercials, basically. And this is on the Pro Football Network. And he kind of ripped the new college football rule. And Kelly's always run a fast tempo offense without a huddle. And he's not liking that he's not getting enough plays in that he's used to. He said he did not mince words about the new rules as he's walking in the locker room. And he said, these new rules are crazy. He said, we had 4 drives in the first half. Hope you guys are selling a lot more commercials. I'll let you hear it for yourself.
But this new rule that's crazy. We had 4 drives in the first half. This game goes fast. Hope you guys are selling a lot of commercials.
Thanks, Coach. Oh.
And even Whittingham of the Utah Utes, they won that game against Florida. He said the same thing. He said that game there wasn't a lot of snaps. He said if they were trying to tone that down, they accomplished their objective, which basically means less football. Said seemed like they made up for it with commercials. There were commercials every 2 minutes. He said, I don't know what that's all about. I guess we've got to pay the bills. And yeah, I've noticed a ton of commercials, and it seems like we're getting a lot less football. But rather than just assume that, let's actually look at the numbers. And this is on Barstool Sports. It says college football's first down rule change results in 7% less plays. Sounds about right. That's what it seems. Anywhere from like 7 to as much as 10% less plays. But the game is only down 1% because there's way more commercials.
There's no reason to panic. Now, it is true that one of the crew members is ill, slightly ill. But the other 2 pilots are just fine. They're at the controls flying the plane. And
it talks about, it says, because it's not about the play on the field, it's about the amount of commercials and commercials breaks. It says when ESPN goes to a 3-minute, 30-second commercial for every little break in action, it lengthens the games, and it won't change until the NCAA regulates commercial breaks. And here you can see a lot of people are thinking this is the reason. It says the almighty dollar. So just taking away enjoyment of the game for a few more ad dollars. That's capitalism, baby. Are you going to stop watching college football now? So the more money these greedy can make, the more money these greedy are going to make. So yeah, the NCAA said, oh, it's going to be so much faster. Well, I can tell you what I did. We had a 12 o'clock game. It was our first game. And I thought, hey, it's probably going to be a 3-hour game because they got these new rules. So I set up a little buffer there, and I was going to do a reaction at 3:15, which gave me 15 minutes. That way, if the game went 3 hours and 5 or 3 hours and 10 minutes, I'd still have time to set up and people would be done watching. I had to move it to 3:30. At 3:30, the game was still going on. It didn't end until 3:35, which is basically the same amount of time any game has taken that I've ever watched on national TV for college. Yet there were 7% less plays. So why was it not 21 minutes shorter? Because there was an extra 20 minutes of commercials. So that's what it is. Okay, that was all a song and dance. They had no intention of shortening the game. They just wanted to make more space for commercials so they can make more money, which is fine. Just say that. But don't sit there and try to trick us because we're going to figure it out. I mean, it's not hard to figure this out, and now everybody's going to be mad about it. If they'd have just come out and said, look, we're going to shorten the game so we can put more commercials and we'll have more money that we can pay the teams, and that's why we're doing it. But no, they got to try to trick you, and then that makes people angry. So there you go. So yeah, I think we were definitely misled, and I'm not shocked by it. I'm sure you're not either. So basically, we've lost 7% of our football, and it's going to be replaced with commercials. So that's a real win-win there.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
The only positive that might come out of this is that since it's becoming basically a professional game because guys are getting paid, they might end up adding a game at some point and be able to justify it because of so many less plays. Honestly, we're losing a game. If you think 7% in a 12 or 13 game season, 7%'s one game. So we just lost a college football game. That's how I see it. And I do want to remind you, I'll be going live at 12 o'clock tomorrow with Talking Vols, Boogie Bentley, and Big Vol Daddy. Again, that's noon on this channel tomorrow, Wednesday. So be sure to check that out. That's my little commercial. But you know what? I didn't take any content away from you. I still said the same stuff. I didn't like reduce 10%, then throw that in there.
How's bragging camp going?
So anyway. And if you like this content, hit that little button right there. That is my subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Cost you nothing. I would totally appreciate it if you'd hit it. And right over here is the most recent video that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. And we will see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.